Okay, hi, I'm Jamie from Sci-Fivision. Thanks for talking to me.
Hey,
Appreciate
how are
it.
you?
Good. Very much enjoyed this story. I watched the first half, and when they sent the second half, I watched it right away all the way through because I wanted to know
Oh,
what happened.
good, good.
So I
That's
very
so good
much
to hear.
enjoyed it. So let me ask you, can you talk about sort of how you decide, I guess, what to pull from the book versus what you can add kind of your own? Because obviously it's based around the book.
Well, it was kind of a leap of faith because I read the book and I knew what I wanted to do with it, but it meant taking 75, 80% of the book and putting it to the side and just dealing with the core story of this family and some of the things that happened to them in the book, but not dealing with the vast majority of characters and things that happen in the book. And I knew it would work, but that doesn't mean that everybody else knew it would work. And so I went off and wrote the first script without talking to anyone, sent that script to Atomic Monster, James Wan's company, who had brought me the book in the first place. And I said, here's what I want to do. Here's proof of concept, this script. If you want to do it, great. If you don't, then we'll find something else to work on. And luckily, they were on board. The next step was Robert McCammon. We said, hey, you know that they've optioned the book. This is what I want to do. Are you okay with it? And he was thrilled with the idea of not doing a direct adaptation, doing an inspired by. And if we're so lucky to move on and do subsequent seasons, we have all this stuff that we can use or not use. And with the freedom of using things that we think make Teacup better, as opposed to paying lip service to
Right.
Stinger, you know?
Right. That's good though, because that could have been a harder conversation than the first one, I think, depending how he reacted. So that's good. Is that make it easier though, having material, or in a way more difficult because you can't like creatively make all the decisions? I'm just curious, kind of as a creative person, if that's a hindrance or not at all, because it
Well,
limits it somewhat.
I think that it could be a hindrance, but I think that was part of the leap of faith and part of the you know, doing such a big swing, meaning a very different adaptation, was that once I did that, I have the freedom now to make the choices that fit with Teacup. I'm not beholden to the book, but the book is there and I can use that stuff. Teacup is the idea was the book is there. Go read the book. It's great. This is not the book. This is something different. Watch this. We think it's great. And you know, the two things don't have to be the same thing.
Right.
So I don't feel beholden or you know, that I have to check boxes off of Stinger things. It's there are things there that we can use. It's kind of like the writer's room. Everybody has all these ideas, and we pick and choose the things that we really think work well for the show.
Was there anything in doing that because you didn't do, I guess, kind of like the outside of that family, that you feel like you would have liked to have put in, maybe that you couldn't just for that reason? Because obviously once you cut that out, you can't like just take a little piece of it and randomly insert it.
Uh, no, because I think I've been doing this long enough that you know, I've got a stack of scripts that have never been made, and the idea of letting
Let it
things
go.
go for a while or forever has become, you know, par for the course. So it's curating something, if you will, and picking the things that work. Part of that job is also not using all the stuff that doesn't work. Even if you love it, if it doesn't fit in this particular puzzle piece, then you don't. You know, life's short. You got to make some choices.
Talk a bit really quickly about casting, because everybody seems to work really well.
Casting was our casting director Meredith Tucker is amazing. She is, for my money, the best in the business, and it was all about a cast that felt like real people, that felt grounded. These are not performers as much as they are actors who can embody people very, very easily. Because, as I said earlier, you know, the ball gets rolling very quickly. So you have to be on board with these characters and know who they are very, very quickly before they're just off and doing stuff. And the cast from Kathy Baker to Chaskey to Rob Morgan to Scott, all of them, they're just people you believe, and they are honest when they're on screen. And that's what it's about. That's how you get people to care about these characters, and then all this stuff happens to them, and you care about their fate, and you care about their reaction to something because you believe them and you feel like you're with them.
Yeah, like I said, I kept playing it, so I obviously cared. It worked out well. Anyway.
Good, 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 good. That's
All right.
great.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Have a good
Oh,
rest of
thank
your
you.
day.
Thank you. It's good talking to you.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.